Pisces.
Hello Pisces, this is your forecast for August 2014, and my question to you is, how do you feel? There is a shift of energy going on, and especially because Jupiter now has concluded its cycle, this 1-year cycle, in your 5th house for creativity. You have been brainstorming, you have had plentiful of ideas, and you must be very excited right now, feeling this shift that it's starting now to come together where you can start implementing it, because I see for the next coming year, this Jupiter is going to change your daily routines, how you work and the way you work, and also drawing to you a lot of positive energies and expansion. And so now it's time to implement these ideas that you've been brainstorming. I know that you've probably been very antsy to get on with it here earlier in the year, but there was one delay after the other with the retrogrades, and I think most of you were smart enough, kind of listening to that higher self saying, well, I'll wait, I'll wait, I'll wait, it's not a good time yet. And by that, in the aftermath, you might just come to see how the retrogrades have been working for you, even though it was frustrating at times, but how it's really been working for you, because by waiting or delaying to implement some of these creative ideas, you now can look back and say, wow, you know, I've had 10 new ideas since that. And now you can start looking at the full picture and make your choices of which ones it is you're wanting to pursue. So it's going to be really exciting. And we have a powerhouse of energy this month with fantastic aspects. We're going to go through it, so sit tuned. We're starting off top of the month here with a surprise, and you might not really believe it all at once. Why? Because there's a little doubt in this, but it's like news that will reach you that could crack open the door to look at, wow, is it really true? And yes, it is, because this surprises Venus and Uranus. They're square, so it's unexpected. Even if it's expected unexpected, put it that way. But this Venus is being assured by Saturn. Saturn's coming around with a trine and saying, yep, you can trust this one. You know, we're placing an anchor here so the ship sits put, so you can start harvesting from it. And Saturn will give you the shape, form, and body to actually go and implement. This is August 1st. Also on August 1st, it's your drive that really wants to kick into action. Jupiter and Mars together here. I see how you're breaking out from the routine, and I think you're so ready for it though, because it's been a little slow-paced for most of you Pisceans who just like to act like that. You know, as you get an idea, you want to implement right away. So you're ready. You're like a racehorse here, ready for action. And the great thing is that Mars too, which has been in your 8th house, the house of debt, or also monies that you have with others, commissions, royalties. It's kind of been doing this long haul thing since December, but now it's out of there. You've straightened it out. You've been crunching numbers to see how you can improve your financial situation. You're very clear on rates and fees and whatnot. And then now, as Mars has moved into your 9th house, that's expansion out into the world. It's in the house of Jupiter. So your goals now are out towards the world at large, not just in local area, but afar. Better yet, this Mars here now is picking up speed after it's moved 8 months very slowly. Normally it takes 6 weeks, 8 months it's been stuck in this 8th house, but now it's picking up speed, and already this month it's going to be conjuncting here with Saturn. Now Saturn has been preparing you for, I'd like to say, the last at least year and a half, without having my tables there, but yeah, say last year and a half, where Saturn's been in this area, where you launch new things. Now Mars is going to come in and implement something structurally to you, which is going to bring your goals that much closer. And that will be towards the end of the month under one of the 4 big aspects that we're going to have. So I'm excited to tell you more about that as we get there. But first, you're going to have communications. And maybe even contracts to be signed. It's okay to do so now. All the planets are direct. Even Saturn went direct here now in July on the 20th, so you're out of that too. So look at those things, and what we're seeing in the overall now is that your Marsian drive, according to the dreams you had last summer, remember we were talking about that golden trine in the skies when everything came together. It was Jupiter and Neptune and Mars. Well, yes, you started really strong, and then came the retrogrades that delayed it, right? Which you now can see maybe was a good thing. However, though, those tests tested the very fabric of what it was you were dreaming about. Would it be strong enough? Would it hold up against the future? Do you really want this, or do you want to go in a different direction? This is why sometimes retrogrades are blessings, right? But what you're encountering on the 7th here of August is reconnecting to that dream of last summer, and now you can start seeing the shape and form it's going to take. So we have talks on the 7th and the 8th, all pertaining to these goals and orientation. And then also money. There's news of money here on the 7th or 8th too, which may be good news to receive. It looks like it's coming from some work field or some services that you're giving out. And then we have the 15th. Mars, your drive, action, ambition, your goals, with Pluto here, sextiling in a very friendly aspect to one another, working together, side by side, to launch. So any of you now starting, say, your own business, which I believe maybe some of you will be, it's a good day to go to City Hall and get your license, your business license, because the power of these 2 planets will be affecting it in the long term, okay? Because they both initiate, they both start. So that is good. Love and passion on a day like this is also good, and especially because it's leading up there to the 18th. The 18th is going to be considered the luckiest day of the entire year of 2014, where we have Venus and Jupiter. So that's love and romance, and Jupiter wanting to expand this area. They are conjunct, but of course more than just love and romance, it's also your financial situation. Money, which Jupiter wants to expand. So it could be a money gift, it could be a raise, a promotion that will leave you feeling a little bit more on the up and up financially, or it could be also winning the lottery. Whatever that is. Now romantically, it could be an engagement or a marriage, or finding new love if you're single. So double circle the 18th on your calendar, or also if you're listening to this here in July, be sure to come back in August and re-listen to your reading here, just so that you can refresh it in your mind. So easy to forget all these dates if you're not writing it down. But then on the 21st, again, if you're going to have a meeting, good day to have that, especially if you're in charge of setting up any meeting. That's the date you want to have it. And why? Well, it's because you are going to be able to come across loud and clear, and in such a pinpointed way that it's going to leave everybody else listening in awe, all right? Because it's all the details that you are going to just flow with and impress, okay? So it's an impressive, strong day, the 21st. Now we have the full moon on the 10th, and for you, the full moon of this month is going to be in the 12th house, which you rule. So that's a day for you to kind of just kick back a little bit and recharge your batteries. And you might also be receiving a lot of inspiration and guidance on this day, just because it's such an intuitive area that you very well know how works for you, being a Piscean. But coming to the end of the month, the new moon on the 25th, not only is this new moon powerful in itself, which it is, because it's there in your 6th house where the Sun, Jupiter, and Mercury is. So all of those will be activated, all right, in the area of giving services, or also working with others, also your new routines, your day-to-day routines that you can now find a better rhythm in. But on the 25th, very same day, is where we have those four big aspects. The first one is Venus and Uranus in a beautiful, friendly trine. Unexpected news as far as love and money goes. And then Mercury, communication with Mars, also a harmonious, strong aspect of getting news like a green light, where you're able to kind of open the gates and get going. All right, and we know how you have had all this stored energy now, Pisces. So yes, you are kicking into action. They're a great launch day for anything of importance for you, or to have deeper communications with your loved one. It will be energetic, it will be loving, and it will be to the core genuine. Mercury on this day too is very clear, very sober. It is in a very friendly aspect to Saturn. Saturn looks out for you, what it is you master, and what you have been working on to master. So even Saturn's coming in like with a diploma, saying, here's a diploma for all the good work done so far this year, right? And here comes the benefits. Because Mars, not only was it active here with Mercury on the 25th, but Mars is also conjunct Saturn. Now I mentioned that a little bit earlier. For you, that's the 9th house. Okay, that's you focusing this out to the world at large. If you're going to be traveling on the 25th, great time to do so. Foreign people, places, cultures, languages is there. But also if you are looking for a publicist or an agent to represent you, this whole day here would be the day to have a triple circle around, because not only are these aspects good, but remember though, the new moon too on the very same day is kicking in. So yes, it's a powerhouse of energy. So I'm so excited for you. And if this is just the very beginning now to move forward, you can imagine where it's going to be taking you in September. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on September's